Not much. Got you there. So, welcome to Kera Dangerous Talk.
Glad to be here, man. Happy to be here.
Yes. So, you go by the name of SNTV, stands for Street News TV.
Yeah, street news, man.
Yeah. So, I know who you are. I discovered you on YouTube, one day, and I was going through videos. And ever since that first video I watched, I just been into watching your videos. It's a bit of a, I don't even know if I want to call it a guilty pleasure because sometimes I feel bad for even watching, to be honest. But but it's just an interesting thing that you do. Now, I know what you do, but for all the people who don't know, can you explain to us what Street News TV is?
Street News TV is it's a YouTube channel. It's my YouTube channel, whatever. And I mainly do short documentaries. As of lately, and I actually tried to start this like a couple months ago, but I don't guess people was really feeling it. My audience hadn't matured yet. I just recently started doing like mentoring, dealing with how to get your YouTube channel off the ground, how to get your what you need to get your channel monetized and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I specialize in the drill scene, basically blogging in the drill scene and doing short documentaries.
Yes. So basically, guys, you're from Chicago, and Chicago is big in the news a lot for a lot of things. I mean, it's a beautiful city, but on the other side of that, everyone always talks about the violence that happens there, and you cover a lot of that, especially dealing with the rappers that are in the industry. And we kind of get to see their growth from your documentaries, or see the criminal activity they've kind of been in, or what they known in the hood for. And it's like hearing mob stories. I feel that's why a lot of people are attracted to it, So I hear a word being thrown around. It's called Chi-Raq. And the reason I want to bring that word up is because one of your most popular video episodes that you do is called the Chi-Raq Street Legends. And that's how I started watching you. So can you first of all, let me give everybody the definition of Chi-Raq, because I feel like a lot of people may not know. I didn't know it first. But basically, when people say Chi-Raq, it's the nickname for Chicago, Illinois, and it combines Chicago with Iraq, and it's used to refer to certain violent areas there, and likening them to a war zone. Is that what are you trying to get from your documentary, the Chi-Raq Street Legends? What are you trying to show us with that?
First of all, a lot of people don't know where the name Chi-Raq stems from. The name Chi-Raq, it came about around maybe 2008, 2009. You know what I'm saying? I was actually locked up at the time, but what it was referring to, I think the year 2009, Chicago had more murders than Iraq, in the war or whatever. And that's where it pretty much came from. And what I try to do with the Chi-Raq Street Legends is I try to bring awareness, basically to the youth, to the shorties that's out there, doing what they doing. Because at the end of the day, these are our children, these are our brothers. You know what I'm saying? This a product of us. Like, I'm 32 years old, so a lot of these shorties out there, 15, 16, 17, 18, basically like from 15 to 25, like them the ones who really, really out there. And you gotta come a certain way. You gotta give it to them a certain way, or they not gonna listen to that shit. That's just basically what it is. So after doing like so many videos and shit like that, I started seeing to where certain videos, they'll get a lot of numbers and the message will actually get out. So I just started formatting all my videos like that. Give them the action, have them on edge, like make it like a movie, put it in movie form. And at the end, like, let them know, like, shit, this what it is. Like, this how it turned out for him. And which 9 times out of 10, it turned out bad for a street guy. If you in the street, we all know like how it turned out. It's either jail or dead. You see what I'm saying? Some of us do get a second chance. I did 8 years straight in the joint. I call that's a second chance for me. You know what I'm saying? Because some motherfuckers ain't here no more, and there's some motherfuckers that ain't getting out. So I just basically try to like teach the shorties, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see, he did this, don't you do that. You feel me? And, I get a lot of feedback from it, from the shorties for doing them. So I just keep doing them, keep it going,
So if somebody asks, are you condoning violence? Your answer would be no. You're trying to speak against it. Or what would your
Exactly. my answer would definitely be no. And the reason being is because I actually got love for my city. It's not with me, it's not about how many views I can get and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, it is at times, but when I'm dealing with, you know what I'm saying, like, when I'm dealing with the Chi-Raq street legends, like, and I'm trying to get my point across, and I'm trying to, deliver a message, it's not even about that. I just did a video on King Von. Actually, I just deleted. Well, I didn't delete them, but I took them off. I took them down, and I took those videos down because I got some information wrong in the videos. And when you get information wrong in the video, it could possibly make somebody else look crazy or some shit that they didn't do, or you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunate situation happened to where some shit I actually never seen in my life, to where the hospital and the police actually reported a guy dead. And so this guy had been dead, unbeknownst to nobody. When I say nobody, the news, every major media outlet reported this guy dead, and then 3 days later, he's not, he's not dead. So, of course, I got to take that down, and I got to fix that. I got to make that right, because I can't have one of my videos saying, oh, this guy's dead, and he's still walking around here,
Yeah, I
But
see
no,
you
I
all
definitely
interact.
don't condone it. If you pay attention and you watch my channel, then you'll know, like, I definitely don't condone that shit, like, for real. It's sick, for real.
Oh my God. And it is like when I'm watching it, it can be enjoyable. Like sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I just watch it to see your intros. And I know you get that a lot. Like your intros are fire. Like you build up the anticipation so well of seeing the episode. I would tell everybody who's watching, if you haven't seen it, please go to YouTube and check him out. His intros are very movie, like how he explains who's gonna come up next, who he's gonna talk about. So it's very disheartening for me, SNTV, because I've watched your documentaries and seen and learned about rappers I didn't know about, and then they die. Like I learned about King Von from you. You made a video about King Von before he died, saying that the neighborhood put a lot of hope in him. So does it take a lot from you doing these videos when you will make one about somebody, they still alive, they die? What is that process like for you?
It's like with me, I know that the lifestyle, I done been involved in that lifestyle before, you know what I'm saying, for one. So I understand it. And I understand that it's only a couple ways this shit gonna end. And 90% of the time, it's not gonna end with you chilling and riding off into the sunset. You see what I'm saying? With a nice house, with a picket fence and some kids. And no, it ain't gonna end like that when you in that life. You see what I'm saying? Because most people, especially inner city, guys that grow up in the inner city, like we don't live to get old. Most of us don't even live to see 20. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know what the results gonna be. So it's like, I try to do what I can to steer them away from that. You know what I'm saying? Like as much as I could, but it's like, basically what it all boils down is they gonna do what they want to do. They gonna do what they want to do. So I know that it's a good chance that they probably gonna, you know what I'm saying? They probably gonna fall behind some of the stuff that they doing in the streets. So I'll try to make it a point to, let them know before they do fall, or try to encourage them, not to be on the bullshit before something do happen to them. You know what I'm saying? I try to give them their flowers while they're here. And, in King Von's situation, it's definitely unfortunate because outside of everything that people say about King Von, King Von was looking out for a whole neighborhood in the city of Chicago. You know what I'm saying?
Now
So
we're gonna get on King Von in a little while because that's one of the major reasons I wanted you to come speak, because I know you got a lot to say about that. But before we get into King Von and all that, I want to kind of break this down because you educated me on this when I watched your videos. In Chicago, an address means so much. It's very territorial. Can you explain to us the whole old block, 600 block, and what's the beef?
well,
Just
I
a simple,
mean,
explanation.
well, basically what it is it's like I don't know if you're just familiar with gangs in general. You know, gangs are very territorial, you know? But it's basically guys that's from different blocks that claim that, you know, claiming they blocks, whether they be BDs, GDs, or whatever. Most of them now are like mixed cliques, so it's all type of different, you know, banners in one. And then, you know, they'll all get together, like you might get some BDs, GDs, vice lords, they might all get together and be like, shit, you know, we 7600 block. You know, basically, so it's like a new form of gang banging. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's just different now. And guys don't really stick by them banners like that. Like, oh, these the BDs, these the GDs. They, you know what I'm saying, whatever block they on. Like O block, everybody know that's 64th and King Drive. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times it be like they be clicked up. So it don't be like all of them are part of the same gang necessarily. All of them are part of the same block. They are part of the same clique though. Like, this click on this block might be clicked up with a block 10 blocks down. You see what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, it's just weird like that. And then your op might be like 2 blocks down. You see what I'm saying? So it's just weird like that. You know, different people get into it over different reasons. And a lot of people think that most of the beef comes from gang banging in Chicago, when in all actuality, a good portion of that beef be personal shit. Like, we cool, but me and you can be cool. I'm talking to your sister. Me and your sister have words. Me and your sister get into it. She call you. Now me and you into it. Or me and you get in a fight. I beat you up. Now you kill me. Now my home. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of it be like that. Yeah, bullshit for real.
Do you ever get any drama towards you for making these videos from your hometown?
Yeah, I don't ever get no drama. You know what I'm saying? It just be internet, people talking on the internet, people sending me death threats on the internet. But you know what I'm saying? When I'm in the city, like, I get love, so I don't even pay attention to the internet, because we know the internet bogus as hell. We see what the internet got going on right now. So it ain't even the rappers, because at the end of the day, the rappers, yeah, they diss, but it's only so far that they gonna go, because they don't want to see their homeboys autopsy pictures and shit like that being passed around. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the fans really like go too far with this shit. Real talk.
Okay, so now that you said that, you know, like I said, you made the video King Von before he died. Now he's been murdered. So let's get into that, because I know everybody's been talking about it on the internet. And reportedly, a 22-year-old named Timothy Leaks is facing felony murder charges. And basically, King Von was in Atlanta, Georgia, where he was celebrating his album release for Welcome to O Block, his debut album. And I think they went to another club, after they finished celebrating in one place. They said he was out in the parking lot in his car on his phone, and another rapper, Quando Rondo, was there, and he was in the parking lot on his phone. And they said that King Von got some message on his phone, and in a quick second, he ran out of the car and tried to go towards Quando Rondo, and then that's when a bunch of mess started. Do I have that right?
Yeah, basically, but King Von didn't receive no message. From what the manager said, King Von, somebody actually came and got King Von, like, you know, Quando Rondo out here or whatever. But like I said, that's the only story we've got so far. I don't, you know, it's a lot of stuff that, well, I ain't gonna say it's a whole lot of stuff, but it's a couple of things that even the manager said that really didn't make no sense, because according to the manager, at the time when whoever came and got Von and told Von that Quando was out there, the manager said that whoever told, you know, Von that they was asleep, right? That's what he told me. He said, no, he said Quando was in the car asleep. That's what he said, right? Okay, so this new footage just came out. I just, you know what I'm saying, my first time seeing it was today. Quando ain't in no car asleep. Quando's walking from another car to the white car, and when he gets to the white car, he chilling in the passenger side window. He talking to somebody. Von come and approach him, and you can see he clearly approached Von, and boom, it take off from right there. So, you know, like I said, I wasn't out there, but just going on, you know what I'm saying, what the cameras shown, I mean, his story was basically pretty much accurate, you know. But like I said, my thing was, I was saying that, you know, he should have had security. According to them, that he had 4 armed security guards, and they was in a bulletproof truck or some shit. And I was like, you know, what's the point of, you know, what was he paying them niggas for? Like, what's the point of having 4 armed security guards and them niggas ain't, you know, when Von hit Quando Rondo, it looked like he had one of his security guards right by his side. You see what I'm saying? A big ass nigga in all black. So that looked like that might have been one of his security guards. Either way it go, I feel like that shit could have been prevented, but I still look at it too. We got to start learning from this shit that's happening and what's going on, because it keep happening. It keep happening. And we got these shorties that want to, you know, they dreams is to be rappers and shit like that, but what are you chasing? Are you chasing, are you going to get millions of dollars and then lose your life out here? Rest in peace, Mo 3. Mo 3 just got killed today. I just announced him today. These are major rappers just dying. Everybody dropping like flies. Not to mention, we got the pandemic going on in 2020 already been fucked up enough. So it's like, I don't know, like, motherfuckers better wake up.
Do you know the beef that Von and Quando Rondo have? I'm actually out in the loop with it.
To be honest with you, the only thing I could really speak on, or really, you know, what I really know about that is what they had going on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And as far as what I've seen, you know, I ain't seen nothing. Nobody really saying nothing like, oh, I'm gonna do something to you when I see you. You know what I'm saying? As far as Von and Quando Rondo, but you know, I don't really know what they really have going on. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, so. But do I think that even if they did have beef like that, I think that may have been why the initial thing took place. Like Von seen them, they, you know, they had words or whatever, and Von seen them, and there it was. But like outside of that, I don't think it was no, because people just try to make it look like it was just they was beefing, and then he, you know, somebody put a hit on Von, and then Quando caught Von, and said, people try to make it seem like all type of ways, but the truth is, when you got camera footage, this 2020, so niggas ain't missing much. When you got camera footage, it's only so, like, we see, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't hear the gunshots, but we see what's going on. And basically what was going on was that, you know, Von pretty much thought it was going to be a fight. And, you know, the nigga that was with Quando Rondo, he got out and he shot the man. That's just what it was, you know? So
what's this I'm hearing about Von's friend stealing from him and then people doing things with his autopsy pictures?
Von friend stealing from him, that was a lie.
Okay.
That came from, I think that stemmed from like G Gotti and Asian Doll, and I think it came from them out of hurt. But not G Gotti. Asian Doll definitely has a problem with Von's friends anyway. Like, she don't like them because she say that they're the reason why her and Von broke up. You know what I'm saying? And as far as those autopsy pictures, anybody that shared them autopsy pictures is bogus as hell. And see, the thing about that is, people got to learn how to stop indulging in that demonic ass behavior, because when when them spirits and demons and shit go to coming in your house, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When that bullshit get to happening to you, or something like that happen to your family member, and what if you was to see your family member cut open on a motherfucking table, you know what I'm saying, doing an autopsy? Like, people just take shit way too far. And the crazy thing about it, I don't even think it was no ops that, you know what I'm saying, got those pictures out there like that. I think that it was, you know what I'm saying, it was just some fans. You see what I'm saying? The fans did that shit. I don't think that was nobody that really close to the situation or had nothing to do with it. I think it was just some fan shit. And then, if you know anything about Atlanta, you know Grady Hospital, that ain't shit over there anyway. They need to shut that motherfucker down anyway.
I'm sorry, I'm from Georgia. I know
You
I'm
do
from
not
Georgia.
want to go to, if you from Chicago, if you from Atlanta, and I'm not even from Atlanta, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I be in Atlanta a lot, you know what I'm saying? You know that Grady Hospital, you do not want to go to no fucking Grady Hospital. You see what I'm saying? And then, you know, not only that, here lately, it's like they've been letting our celebrities just die. You hear reports of their mamas talking to them, everything cool, they laughing and joking, and then she get a call 30 minutes later saying her son had checked out type shit. So,
Oh my God.
I don't know, I think it's just weird. I think a lot of this shit that's going on with these fans be weird. You see what I'm saying? And I think a lot of it be police activity. I swear, I think the police got a lot to do with this shit, because everybody want to see a war between OTF and 4KT, NBA and OTF. Everybody want to see that, but ain't nobody paying attention to the shit that's going on. Like, how does the whole world get a hold to some of Von's autopsy pictures? You see what I'm saying? Like, how does shit like that even happen? I'm gonna tell you why it happened, man. The police be having something to do with that shit. Like, and people just act like we don't really want to acknowledge it. The police be behind a lot of that shit, you know? Just like the police was the one doing all that shooting at the lounge. They did most of the shooting.
Wow.
So, but they try to cover it up. You see what I'm saying? They try to cover the shit up, make it seem like, you know, they weren't the one. They just, yeah, y'all engaged after y'all heard shots, but at the end of the day, y'all was just shooting crazy, like just shooting shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. It's just fucked up times we living in.
I mean, everything you said was correct. I mean, the crazy thing for me is, like I said, I learned about so many guys from watching your programs, and King Von was another one that I had recently, even though you had told me about him, I had recently started listening to his music, and he was really good. Like, he was a great storyteller type of rapper. He just set the imagery up for you so well. He was very good and very talented. And just like Pop Smoke, we lose somebody who had a great future ahead of them, and that's the part for me that hurts. And then he had 2 children, I believe, and he was only 26 years old. I mean, and the shooter, a reported shooter, is 22 years old. I mean, so that's just crazy. I want to get your opinion on some quotes, and we'll go over them. Of course, you know, T.I., who calls himself the king of the South, spoke out, which he said he wasn't making a statement about King Von, but everybody on social media took it that way, and he pissed off a lot of people. But I'm just going to read to everybody comment that T.I., I believe, on his Instagram page. He wrote, ATL is a beautiful, progressive city filled with Black excellence. We uplift each other and win together. Stop coming here to kill each other. That shit is played out. Then he put sign management. And then in the caption, T.I. wrote, handle your beefs in your city. Thanks in advance, King. Okay, now, for me, it's 2 ways to look at this. I'm not in the life, and I could say, okay, well, he's trying to say, you know, don't shoot each other. And then, let's not kill each other. And some people take it as, oh, you tell them to go back home and kill each other. And then other people taking it as, well, yeah, you used to be a street dude, so why are you acting like you don't understand what's going on? What are your thoughts about the controversial comment that T.I. made?
I grew up on T.I. You know what I'm saying? T.I., Jeezy, you know what I'm saying? Gucci Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of them. They was doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? They kind of, you know, led the way for a lot of this music that's out now. But I feel like T.I. too old to say and do some of the shit that he say and do, especially considering the fact that you're not perfect, T.I. See, before you come, you know what I'm saying, and judge the next motherfucker, especially when you're dealing with these young guys, you have to analyze what it was the fuck you did, and then maybe once you do that, you'll come back and say, well, I'm gonna shut the fuck on up. T.I., didn't you get your partner killed in Cincinnati? Niggas was trying to kill you, but they end up killing your partner. You know what I'm saying? Didn't T.I., wasn't this the same nigga that went to Houston beefing with Lil Flip? Wasn't T.I. beefing with Shorty Low? Correct me when I'm wrong now. Stop me when I'm wrong. Ain't this the same T.I. that ran up on Floyd Mayweather? That's the same nigga, right? So with all due respect, T.I., shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up, bro. Sweep around your porch, bro, before you talk shit about somebody else, bro. That's just common sense to me. And then what really fucked me up with T.I. is you gonna come back and act like that ain't what you was talking about?
Oh, yeah, we'll get to that. I got some more quotes. So thank you for telling me what you felt about that. Yeah. So after T.I. said that, King Von's sister, Kayla, made a comment. And she said, these are facts. But the energy he always putting in people's business needs to be put in with his daughter. Now, where's my brother 50 Cent? Get on his ass. So that's how King Von's sister, Kayla, responded. And then 50 Cent responded, at Trouble Man, you gotta chill. You bugging for saying anything. They got casualties. This is real shit. I don't know what you was thinking, but rethink it. Wow. They are hurting. They love that boy. He was a way out. Bet you don't even realize they will kill you for what you just said. What hood you from again? Come on now. It's quiet time. So that was 50 Cent's response. You got something to say? It looked like
50 Cent, and 50 Cent was 110% right, because at the end of the day, it's like, when you go to saying shit like that, now you got niggas looking at you, okay, well, since you feel like, you know, Atlanta is just so great to where a motherfucker can't come to Atlanta and do nothing and all that, which I feel to an extent, don't get me wrong, but it's not like keep the violence away from Atlanta. Y'all kill each other in your own city. It should have been like, no, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Come on, y'all, cut this shit out. Like, this shit killing us, you know what I'm saying? No, I was like, basically, I don't give no fuck. Just don't do it in Atlanta. Like he owned Atlanta or something.
Okay, so it's more that he could have just said don't do it at all. It's more of that he just was saying don't do it here, go somewhere else.
Right, that's what we looking at. We looking at like basically you said I don't give a fuck about y'all niggas. And then T.I., it'd be a lot of back and forth with T.I. I seen a damn commercial that T.I. had on the damn police tip hotline. What are you talking about, T.I.? Either you gonna be broke. See, you gotta be, T.I. be too much. He over here, then he over here. He wanna be gangster in one song, then he play one actor in one movie, then he changed his whole life. T.I. gotta stop doing that shit. T.I. gotta be real with himself. I understand you might have did all that shit back in the day, but you a family man now. You ain't on that no more. Cool. When I seen you in that fucking hotline commercial talking about tip, and tip stands for giving, talking about giving motherfuckers a tip. Like it's your career, your gangster career is over after some shit like that. You see what I'm saying? So
trying so hard now.
So it's like at the end of the day, come on, bro. Like you opening the door for all type of bullshit. You already keep saying crazy shit, and we want to love you, bro. We want to fuck with you, and we respect you, but you just gotta shut the fuck up sometimes, T.I. Straight up.
Okay, so because I wondered, like, if another rapper would have said it, but if the rapper would have been on a conscious tip more, and that's what their image is all about, I think people could have accepted it. But it's because T.I.'s kind of like he goes back and forth on good and bad sometimes, like that makes people feel funny about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You the bad, you trouble man one day, the next day you tip, the next day you goddamn Clifford. What the fuck, bro? Who are you? Who are you, man? I'm gonna tell you, bro, just be Clifford. Because at the end of the day, guess what? That's who we see you as, bro. We see you as when you was a young nigga, you was out there, you was going crazy, you was doing your music, you did a lot of dumb shit. Like when you got caught with all them damn guns on that plane a couple years ago. We don't forget. We just might not say nothing about it because you who you is, but we don't forget. You didn't think niggas had questions like, damn, how T.I. get out so fast? You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's just gonna keep on coming back to T.I. He just said some shit. He should have owned up to it, and then he should have, you know what I'm saying, apologized for the shit. But, you know, niggas be weird for real.
Well, you know what? I love your passion. You just summed it up pretty good. But I want to read these last two quotes because I want the people to know. So Waka Flocka, he also joined in on it. And after he made this comment, he disabled his IG. So I don't know why he made this comment and then decided to go away. But I know it's because he's not scared because he's official. But anyway, Waka Flocka wrote, never talk down on people when you once was the person you talking down on. And I'm talking about guys who come from the streets. Bro, I don't care how far I get in life. I would never look down on anybody in the streets or anything they do in the streets because I understand the laws and lifestyle that come with it. And when you understand shit like that, a lot of things you're not even supposed to talk about. Okay, so I got a question for you about that. People always say, like gangsters, they always say this is part of the lifestyle. You know what I mean? We either gonna be in prison, dead, or on drugs or something. So why should the rest of us cry then? Like if that's the lifestyle you signed up for, not you, but you say you've been there before. Why should the rest of us cry about it?
I mean, I don't feel like you should if you don't. I'm real. If you don't feel nothing about it, then don't cry about it. If it don't affect you, like if you feel like, well, that nigga got smoked, or if you just feel like it ain't really shit, I wouldn't cry about it. You know what I'm saying? For what? It's if I'm crying about it and I don't even feel a certain way about it, then that make me fake. But I'm not gonna get on this motherfucker and cry in front of y'all for no clout. Oh, this nigga crying. He really no, hell no. If you feel some type of way about it, then you know. But if you don't, you don't. At the end of the day, and that just goes for it could be a motherfucker that died that ain't in the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's been plenty of people that died that you know what I'm saying. We don't we don't give a fuck about, not for real. Motherfuckers say R.I.P. and you know what I'm saying. It's fucked up that they gone, but you ain't finna cry for. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no ties to them.
Well, the reason I'm saying that is because, like, I see so much potential, and it hurts when you see these guys keep killing each other, and you see what they could be. Like, when will they get it? Like, should we not expect? Like, as somebody who's from Chicago, do you ever think it could get better?
I gotta just keep it real. I hope, but I don't know. It's just hard for me to see it. I really hope it could. I really wish it could, but no, I don't really see it.
Well, what made you change? What made you change your life?
I ended up going to the joint. You know what I'm saying? Ended up, the mindset that I had was bogus. Like I ain't give a fuck. So me going to the joint, not to mention coming, having all type of close calls with death and shit like that. I realized, like, for one, with this mindset that I have, I'm never gonna really have any money. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never really been a social person like that. I was always kind of the person that's kind of sit back. You know what I'm saying? Kind of motherfucker that, like, if I was with Von and I was younger, that night that was happening, I would have with Von. That wouldn't have happened to him because the type of person that I used to be, I was the type of motherfucker like, I'm on point, I'm on security, like, I ain't finna let nothing happen to my niggas, you know what I'm saying? That type of nigga, and I'm always on go. But that shit got me, shit. I did eight in a joint. That shit got me 8. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I had a saying go in the Bible. When I was a child, I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. That's basically what it is. Ain't none of these niggas that's out here in the streets right now doing all this shit. The teenagers, the niggas that's in their early 20s, they ain't gonna be doing that shit when they get in their 30s. They not gonna be thinking about that shit. Half of them gonna be trying to fucking find a job somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like real talk. And the other half, if they is having any type of contact with the street, they not gonna be out there doing hits. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I just let shorties know, like, at the end of the day, like, y'all young right now. The shit that y'all doing now, that ain't gonna, like, you gonna look back on that and be like, damn, I wasted all that time doing all this old dumb ass shit, and I'm broke as hell. Here I am, 35, I'm broke as hell. Damn. Or I'm 40, getting out the joint. Now I gotta start my life all the way over. Like, life expectancy, what, 65? So you getting out of the joint at 40, you go get a job, you know what I'm saying? In 25 years, shit, you supposed to be retiring. You ain't gonna be able to retire. So now you're gonna work yourself to death. You see what I'm saying? Like, when you could have just started early, bro, get this money, fuck that bullshit. Cause ain't nobody winning. Did I win if I kill you and one of your partners come back 3-4 years later and kill me? Did I fucking win? I didn't win shit. I just had a little bit more time on earth than you did. That's all that was. You know?
How long have you been doing your street news? How many years have you been doing it?
Just a year.
A year. Well, what's the common denominator? Why do you think these guys flock to this type of lifestyle? Do they feel they have to because of the environment? It's cool.
Most of them, but in all actuality, and a lot of people don't like me saying this, but to be honest with you, the shit fun. It's fun. Bottom line, it's fun. Like, being out there, you know, sleeping with all these different women, doing all these different drugs. You know, you got your, you know, being in the gang is like a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all just feel like y'all together, and, you know, together y'all can't be stopped type shit. And riding on the ops and beating up the ops and catching the ops and just doing little shit. That shit fun. You know, that's how kids have fun in Chicago. I hate to say it, but that's how kids have fun in Chicago. Gangbang.
How do you think they view death? Do they think it's not going to happen to them, or they don't care? Or, I mean,
I just think they pretty much view it like they don't really like give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They don't really give a fuck. They don't really think about it. Like, they don't really think about it until it happened to them or somebody close to them. But the reason why I say they don't give a fuck is because they know that they hood or they block be did some shit, and then they'll still be outside kicking it. Half of them be out there on live and ain't got no gun or nothing. They just out there lacking, and, you know, shit bad happen when niggas be lacking. So, you know, I don't think they really put no thought into it.
and not to sound lame, but for those of you who don't know what lacking is, that's when you put your guards down and your ops catch you in a bad position. Like, you may go to the store and forget to take your gun with you, which a lot of the guys he covered, that's how they went out. They'll be going to the convenience store, going to get something to eat, and all of a sudden they're not packing, or they don't have a friend with them and they gone. So that's basically what lacking is. I wanted to talk to you about FBG Duck, who died, like, I think it was a couple of months ago. And somebody actually sent me a video of him after he was shot, and he was lying in the streets, struggling to breathe. People were passing this around, and you could literally see him gasping for air. That was just so crazy to me. He another person I learned about from you. You know, when you see these guys, when I look at FBG Duck, he looked like a sweet guy. I mean, I know these guys can do some crazy things, but when I see him on the ground, I do see him as somebody's son. And all the rap music, all that noise, it don't even mean anything when you're looking at this person on the ground bleeding and fighting for air. And I'm seeing cops walking back and forth, I guess waiting on ambulance to come, and you just see him struggling. How did you feel when that happened, the murder of FBG Duck?
I ain't gonna lie. Duck's murder, Duck murder kind of, it was really like, it shocked me. Like, it really shocked me because how it happened, you know, where it happened, and the fact that the police did nothing to try to save him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just really shocked me, and it messed me up, because Duck was actually one of the ones that he was trying to change. He was trying to do better. You know what I'm saying? He was changing his music. He was, you know, trying to get past the bullshit, but you know, your past always come back to haunt you. But yeah, Duck and Von, I don't know, Duck and Von just kind of took me to a level. Not to mention my, you know, my cousin, he died a couple months ago, and my grandma, she just died like a week and a half ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, in the midst of all that, Duck and Von. So it's like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes it just make you want to give up on even doing this shit, bro. Cause that shit crazy.
Wow, you know, LPG Duck, his mother, you know, ever since his death, she's been, you know, doing a few interviews here and there, and she always says she would wish that feeling she had on nobody, on any mother, to have to, you know, bury a child. And like you say, LPG Duck, I saw him in an interview, and he had said he kills people with his success. That was one of his sentences, one of his quotes, is that he kills people with his success. And it's amazing because sometimes jealousy also will have people coming after you, and he knew that. It's just crazy to me because, when, like I said, when I watch your show, I'll find somebody I like, and it's almost like, I don't want to sound bad, but I'm waiting to see if they get shot. So it's just like it happened like clockwork. Have you been there?
Been where?
Like you do a video and you wondering if it's gonna be the next person to go?
No. When I do videos, I kind of like, I know that the lifestyle that they living, maybe eventually might end them there. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, if they keep doing it long enough, I know it's gonna end them there. But I don't really say I do videos with, you know, in that spirit. You know what I'm saying? I don't do videos in that spirit, especially if, you know what I'm saying, a guy, you know, they're alive and they successful with, you know, with what they doing, or they trying. No, I pretty much do my videos with the spirit that, you know, they gonna make it and they gonna be successful. And that's why I try to, if I see them fucking up in the area, I tell them like, look, bro, this is where you fucking up. You see what I'm saying? And it don't make me know, it don't make me special or some nigga with just a profound knowledge or no shit like that. It's just that I've been through shit. So if I see you doing some shit that I know gonna get you, that could possibly get you hurt, you know what I'm saying? Or if I see you lacking in the area, I just tell you. You know, and a lot of times people don't like that shit, but who knows? It may save your life.
What do you think? Sorry about that. What do you think? Keith Chief, Dirt, Little Reese, I know got shot a while back, and these names like them, how are they staying safe? Because they were in that life too. Do you have an opinion about how they've been able to continue work on their music and, you know, stay alive? Like, what are they doing right? Are they not coming to the neighborhood? Are they?
First of all, who is Keith? Who is Keith Chief?
Chief Keith, my bad.
I'm just messing with you.
That's all right.
I think all of those people that you just named have had brushes with death. All of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about being in Chicago and being involved in that. You really can't run from it. Some niggas just get shot and make it. Like Chief Keef, he pointed a gun at the police. He could have got killed right there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not gonna say that they got lucky. They just learned from their mistakes. Like when they made a mistake that could have cost them their life, they just changed that shit. And one thing about, if you like popular in the city of Chicago, it's real detrimental to your health to live in Chicago. Real talk. I mean, what happened just happened to King Von, but that don't happen. That's like, that don't really happen like that for real. You know what I'm saying? Most Chicago rappers get killed in Chicago. Yeah.
What are a lot of people asking in the comment? What are some personal goals for you that you're trying to accomplish?
Well, I mean, as far as what, like as far as the drill scene, or just like my personal, as far as me?
Yeah, for you. You could do both.
My personal goal, my biggest personal goal is to leave my family generational wealth. You see what I'm saying? And not only my family, I want to be able to lead, you know what I'm saying, you know, the shorties and possibly, you know, some other families with generational wealth. And when I say generational wealth might not necessarily be implying to monetary value. You know what I'm saying? It may be me teaching you, know what I'm saying, teaching you something about real estate. And it may be able to help you to the point to where, you know what I'm saying, you'll be able to start your own real estate company or make money doing real estate. You see what I'm saying? Then you could teach your son and he could teach his kids. And you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's my biggest goal. I wanna leave, you know what I'm saying, my people, you know, generational wealth. Also just I really wanna, one of my biggest things is I want to start like a nonprofit organization. Mm-hmm. And I know it's probably gonna take a couple years to, you know, to how I got it mapped out in my head, but I want this nonprofit organization to be kind of based on the things that we had when we was kids. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, kind of like, you know, nurturing the kids and their talents. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. Like we used to get, if we had all A's back in the day, man, we got treated real good. You see what I'm saying? You know, we had things that encouraged us to keep doing good when we was doing good. And also like just making awareness of the shit that we make cool. We make a whole lot of stuff cool that I feel like it's harming our children because, you know, the shit that they find it cool is not cool and it's leading them to their, you know what I'm saying? It's either leading them to their death or to their cell, or, you know, doing all type of crazy shit. And it's just, so, you know, I got a whole list full of, you know what I'm saying, goals and shit like that, but them just some of my main ones for real.
Y'all make sure while I still got you, you go to my YouTube and subscribe to Kera Dangerous Talk and follow me on this page. Also subscribe to Street News TV on YouTube. Is there any other thoughts you would like to get off your chest? Because I know time is running down. I know you had some things you want to point out and say.
Yeah, I just want to say, you know, learn from y'all, learn from, you know, you see all these guys making bad decisions or whatever. Just learn from that, man. Y'all just make sure y'all learn from that because it can be you. You know what I'm saying? It can be you, man. And at the end of the day, it don't make no sense to want to be a rapper and make all this money and you can't even fucking spend it. Now you gone and somebody else spending it. So, you know, that's pretty much it. Of course, this my Instagram right here. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Street News TV. News with a Z. Just like my my Instagram above, as y'all can see. And that's basically it.
Oh, before you go, though, I do want to mention the guy who was doing the Street News. I think you said he inspired you. Was it Zach TV or something like that?
Yeah, Zach TV.
Zach TV, because he seemed like he was a good brother, and he actually got shot and killed.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But I just want to mention him. Rest in peace to him.
Rest in peace, Zach, man. Long live Zach. If it wasn't for Zach, I wouldn't even be doing. I wouldn't even thought about doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, man, definitely long live Zach.
Brother, I salute you, and I'm wishing you all the best. I'm still gonna be watching your videos. They're great. I hope we covered everything you want to kind of go over here. You can always come back again. Y'all people stay good, be well, make sure you subscribe and follow us, and happy Veterans Day. Thank y'all so much for the great comments.
Yes, indeed.
All right, man. Catch up with you.
All right.